everybody, this is Bruce, Clayhorse Music in Boise, and welcome to another edition of the classic Bossa Nova series. Today we're going to work on something kind of light and breezy in the spirit of the season. It's called Summer Samba. It's by Marcos Valle. It also was recorded by Astrid Gilberto and Walter Wanderley as So Nice. This song was written originally, the sheet music you will find either in the key of C or a key of D. So what we're going to do today is we're going to split the difference. We're going to do it in a D flat, and the reason is because if you want to play this along with the videos that you'll find on YouTube, you will find that the Astrid Gilberto, the most popular versions of this song, are played in the key of D flat, so you'll be able to play right along with it. Also, it'll be another good lesson for you to show how easy it is to transpose these songs with these four-note jazz chords. It's just as easy to play it in C or D flat, so don't let that scare you. Hear something's in D flat, it's like no big deal. It's just as easy to play in D flat as it is in any other key. And also we're going to put together a version of it without the what I consider kind of cheesy intro, the sort of 60s kind of intro that they had, where they kind of played double time. I'm just going to leave that out, and we'll just go into the original sheet music the way it was written. I have done a little bit of transposition and a little bit of substitution just for my own ear. I think it'll make it a little bit easier to play, and also I think it makes it sound nice and smooth without as many big jumps on the fretboard. So let's get started. Okay, let's start out by playing the lead part over a backing track that I've recorded on the RC30. If you listen to the Astrid Gilberto, Walter Wanderley versions of this song on YouTube, you'll hear that she does a lot of really nice variations with the lead part, and it's helpful to play along with that. I'll give you just kind of a generic version of it here, but it'll give you a good idea of how the lead part goes. So that's pretty much the way that the lead part goes, and then it just repeats itself. Okay, so let's go over fretting that lead part. We're going to start off on the third position, which means that our first finger covers the third fret. And so we're going to cover the third, fourth, fifth, and sixth frets here in this position, one finger per fret. We start off on the fourth string, which is an F, with the first finger. So fourth string, third fret, first finger, and it's going to go like this. So the fretting of that is 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 1. It does that 3 times. A little bit different intonation, but again, play along with the video on either my backing track or the video on YouTube with Astrid Gilberto, and you'll pick up some really nice intonations in this lead part. You can really play a lot of games with it. But anyway, just basically it goes 1, 4, 1, 3, 2, 1. It does that 3 times, and then it changes the first note down half a step. It's just a variation, subtle variation. It goes, but rather than making that stretch and kind of, I like to stay in a very definitive position. So I'm going to slide out of my third position into the first position. I'm going to play that note, which is an E, with my second finger. I'm in the first position now. So I play that E which is your second fret on the fourth string with the second finger, and then it goes 2, 1, 3, like that, 2, 1, 3, and then slide back up into the original position. So you slide that ring finger back up to the 5th fret. So it goes. So that whole sequence sounds like this. Okay? Now the second sequence of notes is simply that first melody moved up a 4th or to the next 2 strings. But since we have a third relationship between the G and the B string, we're going to have to finger it slightly different. So playing the first part again, it sounded like this. The second part is going to sound like that. So we can tell it's exactly the same melody moved up a 4th. So again, we're in the 3rd position. This time we're on the 3rd string with the first finger, and it goes like this: 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. Does that 3 times. 1, 4, 2, 4, 3, 2. And then to move that first note down half a step, we change positions again. This time we're just simply slide down to the 2nd fret and bar the 2nd and 3rd strings and play the 3rd and the 2nd string like that, and then come up with the ring finger again like we did before and slide back up into a higher position. So it goes, 2nd position, it goes 1, 1, 4, slide, then back down. So now to play that first entire sequence from the beginning again. Okay. One thing that's interesting about this is that the position we're in now is the 4th position, which is exactly, it's like taking a shot at pool table and leaving your cue ball exactly where you want it for the next shot. That's exactly what's happened here. We're in exactly the right position to go into the next portion of the song. Okay, so we've set ourselves up in the 4th position now. So we have our first finger on the covering the 4th fret. We go to the 1st string, and we're going to make an octave jump. We play the 1st string, 4th fret, and skip 2 strings and come down and hit the 3rd finger of the 4th string. She only plays that note once, or sings that note once in the lead bar. I like to play it twice when I'm playing the lead, but it doesn't matter. And then the next part goes. So that is a 1st string, 4, 3, 1, 4, 3. 4, 3, 1, 4, 3. Then we have a chromatic run. Slide your little finger up to the 9th fret on the 2nd string. Just temporarily we're going to play this. It's smoother if you play it like this rather than trying to play it in the position we're in. So you slide your little finger up to the 9th fret of the 2nd string and just walk down 1 finger per fret. When you get to that last, your 1st finger, slide back down into the 4th position. So the beginning of that sequence with the octave jump goes. Then. Okay. Now we're going to have another little chromatic run. So we've come down from the 9th fret. Take your little finger and put it on the 6th fret of the 2nd string, and we'll have a chromatic run from there. So back where we were, just to put it into position. Then it goes. Okay, so we're in the 3rd position, and we're on the 2nd string, so it's 4, 3, 2, 1, 4. And then last part of it. Let me play it first for you. That part goes, we're on the 3rd string. We haven't changed position, we're still in the 3rd position. It goes 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2. Okay, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 4, 1, 3, 4, 2. And then we're back to the beginning sequence again with just a slight variation at the end. Now the only change the second time through is that once we've come off of that chromatic sequence off of the 9th fret on the 2nd string, we'll play that again, but instead of playing, we will play, and then we'll just wait, and then we'll go. And so we'll come off that chromatic run. Let's just start from there. 9th fret, little finger. We go 4, 3, 2, 1, slide down to the 4th fret. And then we're going to go into the 3rd position. So where your 1st finger is right here, put your 2nd finger right where that was. And now we're in the 3rd position instead of 4th position. And it goes 2, 1, 4, 4, 1, 2. 2, 1, 4, 4, 1, 2, 4. And I like to end on that sequence with the 3rd finger on the 2nd string. Just a nice little segue back into the next chord that's going to follow at the beginning of the sequence. So you have then. And I like to play, I'll show you these chords in the next video, I like to play the first couple of chords in the sequence almost like a lead. If you emphasize the higher notes in the chord, you will get a nice lead feel for it, and then you can go right back into the lead part. Let me show you. So let's just go. Then I like to play. That. And of course you have to remember that there's a rhythm part going behind all of this all the time, but if you play, even though you play exactly the same chords that the rhythm is playing, if you emphasize the top note in those chords, it will really stand out almost like a separate piece, even though you're playing exactly the same chords. So that's the whole lead part. I think that what really gives this song its flavors it's just the different kinds of timing and playing around, playing games with the intonation. And I think what's really important, it's subtle, is to slide down to that 1/2 step lower and you go. Really gives it a nice feeling. So let's run through the whole song here, and I'm going to skip the little intro part, and we're going to come right in with the very beginning of the lead part. We're going to come in right there. Okay, so let me start the rhythm so we can get it timed up right, and I'll count it in. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Example of that. Okay, that's pretty much it. I will show you how to play the chords in the next video, but I hope that you enjoy playing this, and don't hesitate to dial up Astrid Gilberto's versions on the internet, on YouTube. There's a little double time thing at the beginning and the end of those videos that I think is kind of cheesy sounding and sounds very dated. So I didn't show you how to do that. You probably figured it out on your own. I would prefer to just have some little intro like that. It's a little bit more apropos to the tune itself. But it's really a fun tune, and I hope you enjoy playing it. So have a good day, and we'll see you next time. Take care.